Thom Powers. I'm the artistic director of the festival. Let me say some important thank yous to our major sponsors: A&E Indie Films, Amazon Studios, HBO Documentary Films, History Films, and Netflix. To our supporting sponsors: Discovery, Imagination Abu Dhabi, National Geographic Documentary Films, and Showtime Documentary Films. And our leading media sponsors, New York Magazine and WNET. Finally, a very big thanks to the hardworking DOC NYC staff and volunteers who've been at it for 8 days and nights. Thank you very much to them. So I imagine some of you are probably making your first visit to DOC NYC, and some of you are old friends of the festival. This is the 8th year of our festival, and this is the 8th day and final day. And every year at the festival, we try to save something very special for the end, and we've done that tonight with ERIC Clapton, Life in 12 Bars. You know the person on screen. I want to say a word about the person behind the camera, the director, Lili, Fini, Zanuck. She is an Oscar-winning producer of films, titles like Driving Miss Daisy and Mulholland Drive. She directed the film Rush, that has a soundtrack by none other than ERIC Clapton, and I believe that's how they met. And I had the privilege in my job at the Toronto International Film Festival that took place in September to show the world premiere of this film and host Lili and ERIC at that festival. And knew when that happened that my fondest wish would be to bring them here to New York City for tonight, and we're so glad it's happening. Please welcome Lili, Fini, Zanuck, and ERIC Clapton.
I was fortunate enough a couple of years ago to receive a call from ERIC asking me if I would be interested in doing a documentary. And though it was something I would have never asked him, I am so glad he called me. This has been an incredible journey professionally for me, a new experience, and as friends too. It's been a very interesting road, and I'm so glad I took it with you.
Thank you. Well, Lili Zanuck. When I asked Lili, we were just talking, in fact, when I asked Lili to do this, was a couple of years ago. We were eating in an Italian restaurant in London, and this stuff had been collated, all the stuff that you're going to see and more had been gathered together with the idea of doing something sometime in the future. And as Lili would attest, at that point in my life, I really didn't know what was going on health-wise. I was very troubled, and I felt I needed to get this stuff put together and made into a film. And the only person that I knew that I was close enough and to trust was Lili. And so we had this lunch together with my manager, and I kind of put it together and put it to her in a way that I think probably guilt-tripped to the point where she felt she obliged to do this thing to save my life to a certain extent, and because I was under a lot of pressure from myself to get to kind of tell the truth about where I'd been, and Lili did the best with what she had, and there really wasn't a lot because I've always been very shy of the camera. I always avoided having my picture taken, so she didn't have a lot to work with, but she did the best with what she had, and I'm really proud to have been a part of this project and for Lili to have helped me out with it. Thank you.
So, stick around after the film. Lili and ERIC will come back, and I'll ask them a few questions for our enjoyment. Thank you very much. Here's ERIC Clapton, Life in 12 Bars.